six pack, sit back and prepare to laugh. It's Drunk Dash Nerds podcast. Grab a six pack, sit back and prepare to laugh. It's Drunk Dash Nerds podcast. Grab a six pack, sit back and prepare to laugh. It's Drunk Dash Nerds podcast. Grab a six pack, sit back and prepare to laugh. It's Drunk Dash Nerds podcast. Sit back and back and back and grab a six pack, sit back and back and back and grab a six pack, sit back and back and back and grab a six pack, sit back and back and back and grab a six pack, sit back and prepare to laugh. It's Drunk Dash Nerds podcast. Grab a six pack, sit back and prepare to laugh. It's Drunk Dash Nerds podcast. Grab a six pack, sit back and prepare to laugh. It's Drunk Dash Nerds podcast. Grab a six pack, sit back and prepare.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to episode 236 of the Drunk Dash Nerds podcast. Drunk Dash Nerds podcast. There's more of us. It's not just me. My worst fear has not come true. There's multiple. I am your host as always. I am Tyler, and joining me we have the man, the myth, the legend himself, Sir Colonel Gables. What's up, buddy?
Oh man, Tyler, I am doing good. Had an interesting week. Interesting week as in, hey, I actually lasted the entire week without having to call in sick, so that's good.
It's good.
It's always good.
Yeah.
I've been coughing up shit though. It's lingering a little bit, the coughing and like the things like that, but other than that though, I'm doing all right. And also, it's like we got our first bit of snow that happened just last night.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, incredibly soon actually. I mean, the thing about the Pacific Northwest, pardon me. The thing about the Pacific Northwest is around the area we don't generally get a lot of snowfall, like just early November and stuff like that. Actually, last time that happened, I think that was at least 20 or so years ago, I think, and that was in the higher elevations. But anyway, it was just kind of funny waking up this morning, all of a sudden looking out my window, was like, oh fuck, it actually snowed last night. Oh, of course, I go through the random rigmarole before having to head off to work. It's like, man, am I feeling good to go to work? Can I get to the bus and all this stuff? It's like, yeah, I can do both. So I end up going and stuff, but it's well, let's just say that winter is definitely coming soon to Washington State.
Yes.
That's for sure. It's like a few days after Halloween. It's crazy.
Yeah. And they're saying, I saw something that said November is going to be a very cold month for the United States. So,
yeah, I know that I'm listening to forecasts and stuff that say it could be snowing the whole weekend. So it's like, what?
yeah. We had a frost last night. No snow, but like had to turn the car on a few minutes earlier to kind of, melt the window a little bit. But other than that,
yeah.
Oh, the frost off the window, not the actual window itself.
I know, as long as I don't have to
cold
terrain the
voice.
black ice and shit, it's like,
Yeah.
dude, last year I had to do something similar to that where I went forth, took the bus all the way to the town that I work in. As soon as I get off the stop and stuff near this Domino's Pizza that I'm accustomed to seeing, I started to walk, and I cannot literally take a few steps without sliding down the sidewalk. And so I managed to take a good solid 10 minutes navigating all the way from that thing all the way to my business step, where my assistant manager at the time let me in the front door. That was an experience. But anyway, enough about my ramblings. How have you been doing, Tyler?
Doing all right. The week is over. It is, as this recording, normally we typically record on Saturday night, but since Extra Life is this weekend, we're recording this on Friday night. So we are just a few short hours away as of recording time away from Extra Life. Today is like my Christmas Eve, sorry. So I am incredibly excited for tomorrow.
Oh yeah.
Look forward to it year round. I think about this day all the time. So I am happy that it's here. I'm going to be incredibly depressed when it's over. / happy that it's over. So yeah, no, I'm doing great. Just had a couple beers. I'm not going to drink too much. I'm going to two's my limit. Gonna get to bed here as soon as this show's over with. Get a good night's sleep, and then gonna play some games for 25 hours. We're gonna help those damn kids. Is what we're gonna do.
Oh hell yeah, we're gonna help some kids.
Yeah.
I just personally, for my goal and stuff for like this year and stuff, I hope among all else and stuff that a bunch of my friends and family and stuff will actually go forth and recognize, maybe donate something.
Yeah.
I mean, last year, I was kind of disappointed last year because at the time and stuff, it's like, I got some donations, obviously, from you and like other people as well.
Yeah.
But it was really sort of low in comparison to, say, the couple of years past. But I'm hopeful that I'm going to help Seattle's Children's Hospital.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna plug it there. I'm going to help them more this time around. I guarantee it.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. I feel the same way. I am happy. I'm going to be, I'm helping the Iowa City Hospital, plugging that right now. So yeah, it's going to be fun. I'm definitely excited for it. Usually one of my bigger days as far as donation goes is on Extra Life Day. I think for most people it is. I think in general for the whole charity it is, but I think for a lot of people it is. So yeah, it's gonna be cool. I guess we can just kind of jump into Extra Life first and talk about it and kind of go over kind of the plans and all that. I'll make sure this gets up before we actually start doing our marathon. So if you get to listen to it beforehand, here's what we're doing. What's your kind of plan? What's your times? What's your what do you think about? What do you think about playing? What time do you think about starting for Extra Life?
All right, so my plan going inside this Extra Life is to start early, like around maybe 4:30 in the morning, because
Pacific time.
Pacific time, obviously. The thing about it is I usually wake up around the time anyway, because I usually go to work and get myself ready and get things going during the week. So if I plan starting playing some games and stuff from there, it's probably going to be, it's probably going to be a little bit easier for me because I can stay past midnight and stuff normally. Because here's the thing, though. Even when I do late stuff for, like, during the week or something, if I have to go to sleep a little bit later on or something like that, my body is more akin to stay awake towards that time.
Yeah.
So doing the whole 24 hours thing, I think that actually may work well in comparison to just how I did it last year, where I woke up around 8, 9 o'clock in the morning, tried gaming a bit and stuff, but I barely even got 5 or 6 hours of gaming in because of all the hullabaloo that happened last year.
Oh yeah, with your Xbox One?
Oh, I got an Xbox One S last year. I tried playing some games, I tried streaming some things and stuff, but I had to do a lot of other stuff because it had been the time where my mother had finally gotten her her Social Security stuff finally came in for her disability, and so we had to run around and do things like that. But it was for a good cause too, and the family was incredibly happy because Mom finally got what she pretty much deserved and stuff from working all the shit that she has done in her job for years. But let's get back to games.
Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah, let's do that.
I'm going to do that. As far as games are concerned, my main objective is I want to play and I want to finish Super Mario Odyssey. That's something I've started since the last week. And I've pretty much during the week took a couple days off from gaming because I know this day was coming up, and I know that this is my one time of the year where I'm getting a lot of my gaming stuff played in one day, and I want it, and I love it. At the same point and stuff, I'm trying to think of what else that I potentially have played. I know we're going to be playing Resident Evil 6. That's probably going to be it.
Forgot about that.
I know. I just reminded you upon the worst case scenario.
I might be busy tomorrow.
It's going to be it's going to be a tumultuous up and down roller coaster ride for the both of us.
No, I'm going to go find something else to do. No. I regret everything I've ever done.
Well, hey, be glad that I'm not going to say, hey, we're going to wake up 4 o'clock in the morning so you can play Resident Evil 6. Like, no!
Yeah, no. I'm like, I can't. I broke my arm.
No, I wouldn't do that to you. But I know I'm going to play some Rocket League with the guys, the Talking Ship.
Oh, yeah. It's going to be good times.
I know there are a couple other games that I'm just floating around that I may want to try to get back to and try to play. Persona 5. Yeah, Persona 5, maybe. I got Horizon Zero Dawn. I got Nier Automata. I got Destiny 2 that I can still play a little bit. Plus, I still got some Switch games that I can go through. I still haven't tried out Kamiko and Night Terrors And I know I've played a little bit of Snake Pass, but I can do that too. So as far as games are concerned, I'm not too worried about finding something in order to start playing. But my overall goal is I want to try to use my Elgato game capture so that I can stream myself playing these games while everyone else can just watch, donate, do whatever. But, yeah, I'm just going to be waiting to see how it goes. So, what do you think that you're going to be doing for Extra Life?
I'm not 100% sure. My plan was to start at 9, but I kind of like your idea better. I typically don't sleep in much. If I sleep past 7, it's a miracle. So I'll probably start when I get up. I would say Central Time. I mean 7 a.m. I'll probably start around 7 or 8 a.m. Central Time here, and I'll be like I said last week. I'll be streaming 25 straight hours, I'll be streaming 25 straight hours. But I might fall asleep in there somewhere, so you guys can watch me sleep in the middle of the night. Maybe. I hope that doesn't happen, but if it does, you can totally watch it. Hashtag for the kids. But yeah, I'm gonna be streaming all day on my PS4. I'm gonna play Madden, a lot of Madden. Probably not. I don't want to play too much Madden, but I'll probably play a few games. I'm gonna start with it. I start with it every year, and I end with it every year. So that's gonna be a for sure thing. I picked up Assassin's Creed Origins. I haven't started it yet. I just installed it, updated everything, and I got everything ready to go for that. So,
wow.
Wolfenstein 2 for sure. I purposely haven't played it since Sunday because I was worried I was going to finish it before Extra Life started. Probably Rocket League for sure. We've already been talking about some people playing Rocket League. Maybe Battleborn. I don't know. It depends if there's an audience for that as far as people want to play it.
Maybe.
Maybe. And then probably some Overwatch. Those are the kind of in Resident Evil 6, unfortunately. So yeah, those are gonna be the ones that I'm gonna play for sure. Maybe some weird stuff in between there. I'm feeling, but I think it's a good balance of games. I'm not playing too many shooters or open world games. I got a pretty good balance, I think, from plenty to play throughout the day. So yeah, I am raffling off I put this on Twitter a couple days ago and on Facebook. I'm raffling off the SNES Classic that I bought. I was gonna give to Gables, but then he bought his own. So then I got this one. It's just literally been sitting on my computer stand for I don't know, 6 weeks now. And I didn't want to I didn't want to eBay it and make money off of it or deal with like the whole eBay thing or eBay it and lose money on it. So I'm just like I'm gonna do this it's been sitting there for a good cause. I've got a few donations so far. So the thing I'm doing is for every $5 someone donates to me, that's one entry into a raffle. So if you donate $25, that's 5 entries into the raffle. And you can donate to me anytime between now, we're recording Friday night, and I'll probably cut it off sometime Monday night or Tuesday morning, something like that. I'll do the raffle on Tuesday. So if you listen to this before then, you can check out my Extra Life page, extra-life.org. Go there and search for Tyler Courtney, and just donate whatever you want to, and I will throw your name in a raffle, and I'll figure out how to do a raffle. I should probably look into that before I start doing contests. But I haven't.
That'd be a good idea.
Yeah, but a very good idea. Who knows? Maybe I'll just draw a name out of a hat. I don't fucking know. There's gonna be a raffle. It's gonna be a random winner.
Dude, what you could do is you could take a hat, you could take some marbles, a specific color, and then whoever has the entry or something like that. Like say with if they pay like $25 for like 5 entries or something like that or whatever. Oh yeah. You can go forth and just like get a lot of that color and then just try to batch it from there.
Yeah, that's a good idea too. I do. Yeah, I have several hats. I have a Coon South Park hat. I have a Luigi hat. I have a Talking Ship podcast hat. Literally right next to me, so I can just pick one of those and do it. It's not a bad idea. I might actually just am doing that. Might be easier that way. But yeah, I've already got 6 entries so far. And I'm sure I'll get some more throughout the weekend. But yeah, like I said, I'm going to be streaming for the whole time. There's 2 places you can watch it at. I'm going to be doing it from the Gingerboy507 account on Twitch, twitch.tv/Gingerboy507. And I'll also be hosting it on our Drunk Nerds Podcast Twitch account, twitch.tv/Drunk Nerds Podcast. So they'll be hosting on both those. There's links for everything on there. I got links to, I believe there's a link to Gables, your Twitch account, which I believe is twitch.tv/jackofhearts88.
Correct.
Yep. So there's links in there for that. If you want to watch Gables instead, you're more than welcome to do so. There's links in there to our Extra Life pages, and there's links to our podcast. Everything you guys want, it's there. Just put some work to it. Figured it out. It took me a long time. It's really really ridiculous how stupid I am for somebody that hosts and produces and edits a podcast every week. How dumb I am when it comes to computers. Don't know how to do it.
You're fairly competent with the stuff, you know.
Yeah. You guys don't know how long it took me to figure out how I can cut and silence stuff on Audacity. It took me a long time. It's really dumb. It's so easy now. I do it hours every week. But yeah, I'm pretty dumb, but I figured it out. Probably could have took anybody 10 minutes, but it took me 3 hours. Yeah, it's all set up. So yeah, that's kind of what I think our plans are for Extra Life. It's gonna be fun. It's for the kids. Mm-hmm. It's gonna be miserable. But a few tips if you're listening to this before you do your Extra Life is I just wanted to say, speaking, this is my 5th year. I think this is gonna be Gables' 5th year as well.
Yeah.
I've learned some things, some do's and don'ts of the of Extra Life, and a few things. A few don'ts for sure are stay off the energy drinks. The first year I did it, I loaded up. I drank 3 or 4 energy drinks over the course of the 24 hours. Is before I went to 25, and the third or fourth one, the third one backfired on me, and I started feeling sick. Instead, I was oh, I need to lay down. I don't feel good. So I drank a 4th one, hoping that maybe that would work, and it just made it worse. So the last 7 hours was just pure hell. So don't load up. I would avoid energy drinks as long as you can. I drink a couple every year. I got a couple Red Bulls because those still do the trick for me. But save those for the wee hours for when you need that last boost. That's to get you through the last handful of hours. Don't eat a ridiculous amount of food, especially fatty foods. Last year, I should be smart enough. It was my 4th year, and before I started, I ate a shit ton of McDonald's breakfast. And yeah, and then a lot of sugar and a lot of fat and grease, and all I want to do is lay down and take a nap. And then I ate 40 pizza rolls throughout the day. So that was really dumb. Don't do that. Just be smart. This year my plan is I got bananas, I got apples, I made a couple salads. I pre-made some salads, and I'm gonna eat some peanut butter toast, regular peanut butter toast, for breakfast instead. Just small, handy snacks that are somewhat healthy. You have to go super healthy, but just be smart. Don't eat a lot. Don't overeat. I'm a big guy, so I like to eat a lot. So it's gonna be tough for me, but I'm not gonna make it worse myself by overeating. So those are the big things, and obviously sleep well the night before. That's the key thing. Don't go out drinking until 3 a.m. and then getting up at 7 to do a 25 hour long marathon. But yeah, I think that's kind of the key things I would say for people. And have fun, obviously. It's for the kids. Be smart about it. Don't get too crazy. We're doing this all for the kids. So don't get angry. Don't get mad. If you can't do it, if you're feeling tired, whatever, stop. Take a nap. Take breaks. Don't I 24 hours. I realistically play 22, 23 hours somewhere in there. Take a midnight shower. Kind of gives me a nice little perk and a boost, and that when you burn those midnight hours. And yeah, just don't if you need to take a 5 or 10 minute break, take that 5-10 minute break. You'll be worth it in the long run. So yeah, that's kind of the main tips I got for you. Just kind of experience with doing it. What about you? Got anything else you want to add on that, Gables?
Well, let's see. That definitely drink a lot of fluids, a lot of water, stuff like that.
Yeah.
And if you have to do some emergency for family or something like that, go ahead and take it. I mean, for God's sakes, you can always make up hours if you need to. Don't feel like you have to spend all 25 hours straight going through and just playing games. Obviously, we do not want people dying from dehydrating or not lack of eating or whatever because they played for 25 straight hours.
That's not good.
So basically, what I would recommend is, for one, take care of Take care of your needs. That's important to you first. 2, get as many breaks that you feel is necessary in order for you to go through and play the duration of the time that you want to do. Eat healthy. Definitely drink plenty of fluids like water and stuff. Eat some vegetables, some fruits. Not a lot of grease, not a lot of fat like Tyler was saying. And under no means and stuff, do not lay down and try playing games. You are going to knock off asleep.
Yeah, I that's what I did last year. If you listen to last year's show, I'm like, I gotta get out of this chair. I'm just gonna like lay down for like 20 minutes. I'm just gonna play. What the hell was I playing? I was playing that really crappy Xbox One game, Recore. That game sucked. I was playing that, and I literally fell asleep and got into this endless loop of going through a loading screen and getting killed instantly for like an hour. I was like, I could lay down and play this game. I'm totally cool. And then like 10 minutes later, I was asleep. So don't do that. Stay seated. I got a brand new computer chair this year just for Extra Life. Spent a pretty little penny on this. So hopefully it's going to be comfortable for the L25. So yeah. Yeah, don't lay down. As beautiful as it sounds. It sounds really good right now, actually. I might lay down and podcast.
I know, right?
You just want to like lay down and podcast real quick?
Yeah, might as well.
Yeah. All right, cool. Yeah, I think that's going to kind of cover Extra Life as far as what we're going to. We'll talk about next week our experience with it. I do want to mention, I talked about this last week in the intro before we got to the gaming part, about my dad getting a dog.
Yeah.
Got him last Sunday. His name is Gunner, officially. English Bulldog, actually. I said American, I meant English. English Bulldog, same thing. Slightly more British, I'm sure. Yeah, he is. He turned 8 weeks this past Tuesday. And that little shit is so much work, man. So much work. Like I got Louis when he was 4 months, and he was a lot. This guy, oh my god, it's like almost like a literal human child. You gotta watch him. He sleeps like 18 hours a day, and then the other 6 hour days you gotta watch every move he makes. He likes to like bite the other dogs, like playfully go bite them. I literally, when I walk to the kitchen, he bites my pant. He will bite on my pant leg, and I'll just drag him across the kitchen.
So he's at that phase like,
yeah. He chews and everything. He drives the other dog's nuts, the other cat's nuts. He's got swiped a couple times by the cats. Louis had to learn the hard way. He'll learn the hard way, I'm sure, a couple times too. But yeah, no, he's a lot to handle. He's only like 3 pounds. He's really small.
He's tiny.
Yeah, he's adorable little guy. He's cool. I like him a lot. He's a lot. But yeah, I just want to mention that. I'll probably do some Gunner updates here and there. To tell you how he's doing. But yeah, it's cool. It took Louis a couple days to get used to him. The first few days he did not like him at all. The first couple days he wouldn't even like if he saw him, he's like, all right, I'm gonna go in the other room. But now they play a little bit together. He keeps wanting to bite Louis and right in his penis though. It's fucked up, man. It's really that's wrong. Man. Like
dogs are dogs.
Yeah, I know, but it's like, come on, man. That's messed up, dog. Dog, come on. Yeah.
It's a baby, for God's sakes.
I know, but if a baby just walked up and bit you on your yoo-hoo, would you be very happy about it? I wouldn't.
Yeah, I would be mad about it. Of course. It's like...
Yeah. He keeps doing it. Like, I know it's a dog thing, but my God. My poor dog. My poor Lulu. Luckily, he's already been neutered.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, they get along. They play tug of war now, and it's kind of nice because Louis will actually, like, Louis faster than him, and Gunner hasn't quite figured out how running works yet. And so Louis just tires him out. So it's kind of great. Works out for everybody. But yeah, that's the Gunner update for the week. Let's jump on to some gaming.
All right.
Actually, we didn't get to any of the topics last week because all the games came out for the entire year. Felt like last Friday.
Oh bullshit.
So we're gonna jump into some games news. Sorry. We're gonna jump through a couple smaller things first before we get to the big one. So first up, the game that I don't think anybody wanted and everybody wanted to forget about if they did remember it was a thing. Metal Gear Survive. It's supposed to come out this year. It is not coming out this year. It's coming out February 20th next year, and it's gonna be $40.
Okay.
Yeah, I know, right? That's
pretty much.
Yeah,
that's pretty much what I had to say. It's like, okay, it's like I'm not excited about it. I'm definitely don't have any type of interest in wanting to play it. Because I know what Konami has done with like Hideo Kojima's work, and I know they're just trying to profit off of the engine that him and his team end up creating. So it's like, I just want to see this thing go in a dumpster fire. I'm sorry, because it definitely is just that, a dumpster fire.
Yeah. There's not. Yeah, I talked about a while ago when the whole Konami and Kojima thing happened. Like, I have very little interest in playing another Metal Gear game, unless it looks fantastic, and this definitely does not. So yeah, that's gonna be trash. Oh, you know what? I hope it's good. I hope it's good, because I'm sure there's a lot of talented people out there that were that probably worked on Metal Gear Solid 5, and they trying to pick up the ashes and create something out of pretty much nothing, other than a great engine. But I hope it's good. As Metal Gear being my favorite franchise of all time, I want another great Metal Gear game, or at least another good Metal Gear game. I'll be happy with that. So if it turns out it's good, I'll check it out. I'm definitely not going to pick this up on day one. There's a bunch of pre-order bonus shit if you want, but it doesn't. Yeah, it sounds like hot garbage. So yeah, fuck that game. Moving on to one of the things. This came out a week late, and then we didn't get to talk about last week, so it's a couple weeks now. The September NPD numbers are finally out.
Yes.
Yeah, so I talked about it last month. It's something I want to do a little more often. I personally, it's more of a thing for me. So much as like I think it's kind of interesting to read this stuff and find out information on it. So I'm gonna run through. These are the highest games sold for the month of September. I know it's November, but it shit happened. There was a glitch with NPD, and all the numbers came out a week late. So it's actually the top 20 list for games sold for the month of September. So number 20, Minecraft. Number 19, Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy. Number 18, Splatoon 2. Number 17, NBA Live 18. Number 16, Uncharted Lost Legacy. Number 15, Ark Survival Evolved. Number 14, Overwatch. Number 13, Pokken Tournament. Number 12, Metroid Samus Returns. Number 11, Mario Kart 8 for the Switch. Number 10, Rainbow Six Siege. Number 9, Zelda Breath of the Wild. Number 8, NHL 18. Number 7, and you can pretty much count on this every single month being in the top 10, GTA 5. Number 6, Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. Number 5, Mario and Rabbids Kingdom Battle. Number 4, FIFA 18. Number 3, Madden NFL 18. Number 2, NBA 2K18. And number 1, unsurprisingly, Destiny 2. Not too big a surprise, I think, for some of the top stuff. You look at Destiny, NBA, FIFA, Marvel vs. Capcom, NHL 18, all of those games, and Metroid Samus Returns, Pokken Tournament, NBA Live 18. All those games came out in September. But I think some of the things that actually stuck out to this, so another few other ones like Madden 18 came out in August, right at the last week of August. Mario vs. Rabbids came out like the second to last day of August. Yep. I think there were Uncharted Lost Legacy was also an August game. But yeah, I not too surprising here. I think Destiny 2 is so far of all the games that come out in 2017 is already the highest selling game of 2017.
Yeah.
I think per sales wise, I believe NBA 2K17 is like the highest selling game. Or no, I'm sorry. Ghost Recon Wildlands was the highest selling game of the year.
It was.
It is now on Destiny 2. I think the thing that stuck out to me the most is how low Uncharted Lost Legacy came out. I know it came out like August 22nd or 25th, something like that. But its first full month into the being on the market, and it's getting passed by games like Ark Survival Evolved, Overwatch, Mario Kart 8. It's been out for 6 months. Ark's been out for a couple years. Overwatch has been out for a year and a half. Pokken Tournament's a remake. Metroid, I mean, I'm not surprised about that one. But the rest of them make sense, I think. But that was kind of a bummer to me. I really liked Uncharted Lost Legacy. And it's a bummer to see it. I think it was number 16 on the list. But some other key things that came out of it. So according to the NPD, hardware spending grew 34% versus last year at this time. That growth was largely driven by Nintendo Switch. There's a big boost there in the month, late August and September. A lot of new games coming out in that time. And then you had the SNES Classic, and then the PlayStation 4 being, I think there was a sale going on for that throughout the year, and then the Pro and everything. Got the holidays coming up. So I think the SNES Classic sold, I think they came out and said over 2 million copies in September, and it came out like September 29th. And I think the NES Classic around that time only sold 200,000. So a big jump up as far as them being out there goes. So it makes sense. That 34% increase makes sense, I think. What was one other thing? Oh, and there was a 50% increase in video games purchased year over year. So this time last year, 50% more in-game spending was there's 50% more was spent on video games this September than according to last September. And NBA 2K18 is the highest selling sports game of 2017. No surprise there. It's one of the 5 or 6 highest selling games of the year. So yeah, no big surprise. We're getting that time of year. I think we're going to start to see a lot of predictability as far as the big games go. I think October's NPD numbers will actually be somewhat will be interesting to see with Odyssey, Wolfenstein, Assassin's Creed, those 3 big ones coming out. But yeah, I thought it was kind of a cool list. Anything you want to add to this?
Well, to be perfectly honest with you, I'm kind of surprised like how high the Metroid Samus Returns is on the NPD list, only because traditionally speaking, even though we haven't had a traditional Metroid game for quite a long time, the fact is Metroid as a series, it doesn't really like sell all too well historically. No. So seeing like a remake of a Metroid game placing high up on its release month, that's actually pretty good and quite surprising in my personal opinion.
Yeah, that's a good sign, especially for a 3DS where the popularity for that console is fairly low, and a lot of people are just I think a lot like
agreed.
A lot of people are just like, I don't even want to turn that thing on anymore. The Switch is out.
I know.
Let alone buy a game for it.
I had the same feeling when I was turning it on. I am still like about 4 hours into that game. I have played more since then. Like I have played more this week of like Metroid Samus Returns and stuff like that. But even while I'm playing it and stuff, I'm getting the feeling like I just want to play my Switch. Yeah, I just want to play this on Switch. I want to play the Pokemon games on Switch. I want everything else on the Switch.
Yeah, exactly. If it's a Nintendo product, I want to play it on the Switch. Yeah, so that's a good point. That's something I kind of glossed over, I guess. But yeah, predominantly Metroid not a high selling game, so to see it doing well in a pretty crowded month, that's good. It's a good sign. But let's go ahead and move on to, I think, the real big meat and potatoes of the week. Sony, they had their Paris Game Week conference. It was billed as the second half of E3 2017.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it lives up to the hype, but a lot of stuff was shown off. I shouldn't say a lot. There were like 21 games shown off. I think about half of them were PSVR games, and then a lot of them were also like indie games. So good to see that the PSVRs is not. It's a year. It's been a year now. Glad to see there's a lot of big stuff coming to it, and personally, there's been a few times where I'm like I almost bought the damn thing, but I'm glad I didn't now. But it seems like a lot of people that have the PSVR are want to play more of it. There's stuff out there for them. There's stuff coming, at least. This thing isn't dead yet. There was concerns over the springtime outside of Farpoint that there wasn't going to be much coming out for this thing. So, but kind of jumping into like some of the big stuff that came out of it was we had a Last of Us 2 trailer, no gameplay shown. Kind of a teaser. A lot of people, a woman was being hunged. I believe hunged is the way you say it. And these women were going to look, they're hanging her. And these other 2 women came and saved her. And the big rumor for this, I don't know if we saw the trailer or not, Gables, but...
I did.
Okay, but so the woman that was being hunged, the rumor, the big... I don't know if I want to call it rumor. What's the word I'm looking for here? Theory.
Buzz.
Yeah, theory is that that was oh my god, Ellie's mom, because they're saying they want to cut the poison or whatever out of her, and they're thinking that might be like a kind of a prequel thing for her. So we got some of that. No Ellie or anybody that we know of in that trailer, but another trailer for that dropped. Next up, we had a Shadow of Colossus. Has a little bit of gameplay shown up for that. And then afterwards, it came out that the game was going to be coming out February 5th of next year, and it's going to be $40.
Wow.
You can pre-order it now. There's some deal. I think if you pre-order it on the PSN network, I think you get like a theme or something like that, and some other stuff. Also, we had Spider-Man. Who's making that game? Is it Sucker Punch? Insomniac. Sucker Punch is something else. Sucker Punch was that Ghost of Tsushima game.
Yeah.
No gameplay shown for that. I forgot to put that in the notes, but that was started off at Ghost of Tsushima. I don't know how you say it, but it's gonna be Tsushima. Yeah, and it's gonna be a open world like ninja game. Sounds kind of cool, but no gameplay shown, so nothing to say about that too much. Then we with Spider-Man. We finally got some gameplay shown for that. No release date other than 2018 for that. But it looks like there's some parts where you might play as Mary Jane, so that's interesting. And then we had some more gameplay of God of War, and that got a release window of early 2018. So you gotta imagine that's before April, so it might be like a February, March kind of game. And then I think the last big thing to come out of it was Detroit. Got a Becoming Human, I believe is what the colon is for that. Got a kind of a cutscene for that, showing you all the different ways. They showed the big thing we're doing. Every time they show it off is like a scene, and then it shows like all the different ways it can play out depending on your choices, which I think is pretty cool marketing actually. But Detroit, that got a release window of spring 2018, so I'm assuming that's probably after April or after March, so April, May, June maybe. But yeah, I think overall, I don't know if it lives to the billing of the of E3. Of a typical E3, especially Sony's when they've been killing it the last few years. As far as they probably over the last 5 years have been the kings of E3, and but overall I thought it was a pretty entertaining show. It wasn't very long. I think it was like 45 minutes or so. What did you think of it?
To be perfectly honest, though, I thought that there were some interesting announcements that were made from the show. I was kind of disappointed, however, that we didn't see too much gameplay from, say, Sucker Punch's game, like Tsushima and stuff. Didn't see anything like really gameplay-wise in Last of Us 2, even though the trailer for Last of Us 2 was very intense. Very interesting in terms of a story path point of, like, what the hell is going on. At first, it's like, it just felt like something entirely different. I didn't even think it was The Last of Us, to be perfectly honest with you. Just seeing it until I just saw a little trailer of it online and stuff. It's like, how the fuck is this The Last of Us 2? And it's like, and you see a little bit of the clickers, like, right at the end of the trailer. It's like, oh my god. But, what games that were announced that I'm looking forward to the most, I have to think about, well, for one, they're going to release the remaster for Loco Roco 2 on PSN. I love Loco Roco. I played that, the first two games on the PSP when they came out, and I have the original on my PS4 right now, so that's definitely something I'm looking forward to. But other than that, there were two games that were announced for sequels that I'm looking forward to. One is Spelunky 2.
Oh, yeah.
Spelunky was a great game, and I've played minimal of the original game, but I still liked what I played. Can't wait for the sequel to it. But what my number one game I'm most excited for is Guacamelee 2.
Oh shit, I forgot about that. Yeah, okay.
Dude, just seeing the trailer, like, just seeing, oh, there's Guacamelee? What? I just see it on the Twitter while I'm at work or something on my breaks, like, Guacamelee 2? What? And all of a sudden I see the trailer of it, and I just see Juan, like, just overweight on a recliner chair, gets his mask, you know, and just goes and tries to defeat these, like, these evil skeleton-looking, like, luchadors again, and it's like... And then all of a sudden you see all the random things in the trailer where, like, the friggin'... He's like a chicken and all the, like, the chickens are doing this friggin' dance. It just looks so zany, and it looks so much up my alley. I love Guacamelee. The original Guacamelee, the Super Turbo Championship Edition. I played through that game at least 3 or 4 times in the span since that game came out, since 2013. It is excellent. And I am so hyped. That game definitely is the thing I'm looking forward to most from what was shown at that PlayStation conference in Paris, I believe it was.
Yep. Yeah, although I forgot about those. I'm glad you mentioned them. None of those are really my thing, personally. But yeah, there's a big following, especially for like Spelunky. So to see it getting a sequel for all those, I think Guacamelee 2 is coming out fairly soon too.
I know.
So that's gonna be cool. But Yeah, like I said, I think I'm going into this. They started billing it about a week out. This is going to be the E3 Part 2, and I'm like, oh shit, they're gonna announce. They're gonna get more gameplay. We're gonna get dates because they said at E3 after the press conference for Sony's press conference, everything that had 2018 in the date was gonna come out in the first half of 2018. So that meant God of War, Shadow of Colossus, Detroit, and Spider-Man. All four of those supposed to come out in the first half, and I think that was kind of the thing I was hoping for the most. I really don't want any more gameplay from any of these games. Like Detroit, I've been sold on for like a year and a half. As someone that loved Heavy Rain, and I thought Beyond Two Souls was okay, but Heavy Rain was awesome at the time, and I liked that style of game. I was, like I said, I'm sold on that a year and a half ago. God of War, I have never been this interested in a God of War since God of War 1. I just never been. I wasn't never a God of War guy. So I'm actually intrigued to play that one quite a bit. Shadow of Colossus is a game I wanted to play for years and years and years. I just never have, especially for a guy like me that loves Last Guardian. I want to check that out, especially. So I'm definitely picking that up day one. And Spider-Man, I think actually is out of those four that are supposed to be coming out early next year. I think that's the one I'm most looking forward to. I'm not a big Marvel guy, not a big comic book guy, but I like a lot of the comic book games we've gotten recently, like the Batman games, the Injustice games. The Telltale stuff has been pretty good. So yeah, that game looks incredibly fun, and I like some of the kind of going a different route. We're not fighting the Green Goblin or anything like that. So it's gonna be. I think Mr. Negative is the name of the bad guy. So yeah, I think overall it was cool to see more of that stuff. But for me personally, I'm like I wanted dates. I wanted some concrete stuff here. I don't need. You guys sold me on all this like last E3 and some of the stuff the year E3 before that. It's like I just want it now. Like Last of Us 2 is 2019 at best, I think. So like I don't want to see any more from that until we get something more concrete for that game. Like I'm gonna buy that game as soon as it comes out. So yeah, I thought overall it was an okay show. It's cool to see. It's fun. You know, it's I think it's late October, so it's cool to get some E3 quality stuff or near quality stuff for them. The thing I'm actually most interested in is like, what does that mean for PSX? That's like 6 weeks. That's actually 4 weeks away.
Oh my gosh!
And
the PlayStation Experience, I forgot about that.
Yeah, and it sounds like the rumor coming out of that is not even a rumor. It sounds like it's pretty much for sure a thing. Like a lot of this stuff, pretty much all of this stuff that was at the Paris Games Week was pulled from PSX to Paris Games Week. It sounds like it was a ploy to kind of like make people forget about the Xbox One X kind of thing. It's like, hey, we're making all these cool games that you can only get here. So I'm curious what that's going to do for PSX. PSX is actually really fun. As far as for it's for hardcore gamers like us, and I'm curious. Like, I mean, this stuff I guess is more broad appeal kind of things, but I'm curious what they're going to have for that show because that was Last of Us 2 was announced there 2 years ago, or it's last year. So I'm curious. They always have like one or two big reveals coming out of it. So I'm curious what that's going to be. But yeah. Like I said, it was an okay show. It's still disappointing overall. They overhyped it, I think, a little bit for me personally. But still enjoyable. More than, I mean, I went from not even caring about Paris Games Week to all of a sudden I was like, couldn't wait to freaking watch the conference when I got home. But yeah, let's go ahead and jump into actually what we've been playing.
Okay.
I think we've both been playing kind of more of the same from last week.
Yes.
We both played, I'm sure, a lot more Super Mario Odyssey. You just want to jump into that? Want to do like a kind of give me an update where you're at in this game?
All right, for Super Mario Odyssey, I've gone ahead and since our last recording, I have got all the way to at least World 8 or something like that. There is definitely, I would think I still got to go through a lot of the Snow World, and I know there's like maybe 2 more after it. So I know I'm fairly halfway through the game, but I've stopped like progressing further in the story, and I've more or less focused upon collecting all the little coins inside of like various worlds, plus try to get all the power moons inside of like each world. So as it stands, I've got like about 18 out of 25, like for the Cascade world and stuff. I collected all the coins from like the Cascade world, the pyramid world too, and like the sand world, I should say.
Yeah. Yep.
But I'm missing like 9 power moons out of that freaking that sand world. But I am pretty close to collecting all of the coins for New Donk City, the Metro Kingdom as it's called. And let's see, there has been a lot of like interesting little tidbits I've been discovering while going through, and oh my god, that the fact that you could find like little random things like Cat Mario and then Cat Peach and like just going through little tidbits of the world, and they're placed in the most hidden of places. Sometimes you have to really look for them if you can find them, and it's such a cool like retro throw. It's actually a good nod to Super Mario 3D World, the last main Mario game, like that was released on the Wii U. The game still plays fantastic. I mean, the platforming, the look, the fidelity of it, the structure of each world definitely feels interwoven. Dude, there is just elements where you could just warp to specific worlds for like different power stars and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I'm kind of wondering if it holds true for almost like every world going to that point, because I found inside the Cascade world, and yeah, this is going to be a little bit spoilers for those that are listening in, but I went forth into the Cascade world. I found a painting that was blank. I don't know where the heck that's going to go or what I need to unlock, though, but well, let's just say, though, that it's interesting because I've gone to other worlds, and stuff, and I've been able to do, like, the warp things into, like, other different worlds and stuff. Like, I went through New Donk City, and I found a warp point to that Cooking Kingdom and stuff like that.
Found the same one?
Yeah, I found a Power Moon doing that and stuff, but they conveniently have the level thing so far out that you're not able to just dive into that world without your ship.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's a smart level design choice, because you basically would be stuck if you were able to reach specific portions of worlds and stuff without having to fly there. So the level design of it is very tight inside this game. I know by going through specific portions, I've tried full in the games, try to see if I can break certain points. I haven't really done that too much. Oh, by the way, though, I found that little dog inside the sand world.
Yeah!
And it's so cute because he could go through, he could sniff out where, like, other things are hidden in the sand. Like, he dug out, like, 2 power moves from you without, like, even, like, just running around the course. And he just follows you. He's just, like, he's, like, really faithful. You throw your hat, he catches your hat, brings it right back to you.
Fucking Nintendo is making a comeback 2017.
Oh, my God. But, dude, here's something that's really fun. I was using some of my amiibo that I had. I unlocked the classic Mario outfit using my NES Mario amiibo.
Yep.
Dude, it's so cool because it's like you could switch things from, like, say, Luigi's attire, like the classic Mario attire when he had the red overalls and the blue shirt and stuff like that. But, oh man, there's this one particular part in New Donk City that I love the reference that it made all the way back to Mario's origins and stuff for the Donkey Kong arcade game.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, just that level in after you find all the musicians, gather them up, that is such an excellent tribute to that original game, that basically you have, like, Pauline, like, singing in the background with her band and stuff. You're just going through a remade section for, like, the first level of Donkey Kong, the arcade game.
Gables, I'll be your one-up girl, okay?
Just that moment, that feel and stuff while you're traveling through as, like, ironically, it's like NES, like, style sprited Mario going through, just beating Donkey Kong and stuff like that. That was fun. That was unexpected, and I know that there are other secrets in that game that I have yet to discover, but that has got to be one of the most, like most memorable retro throwbacks.
Yeah.
In a game that I've experienced in years.
I wish that would have been the end. That should have been the end of the game, because the game peaked there for me.
Oh my gosh, yeah, that was definitely a peak point right there. But it's at the point where I don't want the game to end. Yeah. I want to get as much out of that game as possible. So after that point, I went to the Snow Kingdom, got like maybe a power star or something like that, but I went back to the other worlds because I wanted to start collecting. I wanted to see what I could basically get. And also, I kind of have a theory when it comes to those silver blocks and stuff that are inside each world. Perhaps if like I collect all of those power moons plus the coins and everything else and beat the game, maybe that's pays in part to how I can actually get through those ports, because you currently at the moment I can't even like crack those silver blocks. I don't even know what those metal blocks are for in each world, so it's just kind of crazy. Like, they implement an area that you can't access maybe until after you've collected all these different points, or maybe just beat the game in general.
Yeah. How many moons do you have so far?
I am at least about, I want to say 180 something.
Oh, okay. So Justin texted me last night, and
Yeah.
I don't know where he's at currently, but as of last night, he's at 285. Which I called. I told you when we were recording last week. As soon as I told my number, I'm like, he's gonna be like 100 ahead of me, and not quite 100, but he bounced way ahead of me. I'm at 238.
Yeah.
And I finished the game on Monday night. So yeah, you are correct about the silver blocks. Say that you have to. I don't know what you have to do to crack them and stuff like that, but you have to at least finish the game first.
Right.
So I don't know what I haven't gone back to any of that stuff after the fact. But yeah, I ended up finishing the game. I could not quit playing this game. I wanted, I would defeat, I do the main quest of each world and walk around the world a bit and just mess around for another hour or so and find a bunch of power moves and secret stuff throughout them.
It's very easy to do.
Yeah. But I just want to see what the next thing was. I couldn't I got how they topped that. I gotta see what's next. And I just could not help myself but go to the next one. And
right.
Yeah, so I ended up I was cleaning the gun, it went off. And I was like, oh crap, I beat the game. Holy crap. Game's over. I'm at the final boss fight. But yeah, no, it was an incredible game. I'm not gonna, maybe a little too crazy last week, a little bit. I think I scared Justin for how excited I was. A little bit.
You sure did.
Yeah.
I think you and I both convinced him to play the game right away, and that's exactly what he did the next day.
Yeah. Went from 19 to 743 in 20 minutes. But no, I'm not a little overexcited, I think, but it's going to be a game of the year contender, I think, for me. Still,
no doubt.
It's in the top 2 or 3 right now. So, yeah, not walking it back too much, but I'm going to walk it a little bit. It's a little too hyped there, I think. But a little caught in the moment. But it's an excellent game. It deserves all the praise it's getting. It's a perfect 10. I think it's getting a lot of 10s, as it should. I'm not a big fan of giving out of the numbers you give, or I'm not a big fan of myself giving out numbers. I rarely ever do. But the 10s it's getting out there, perfect scores it's getting. It is well deserved. Phenomenal game. Everything I said last week stands true. I don't have too much to add on. There's a couple of worlds I didn't really care for too much. A couple of, the snow one, and then there's the water one.
Oh yeah.
I didn't care for it, but I'm just not. I don't like the water worlds in any Mario game. So.
That's understandable.
Yeah. There's one water world that I actually like quite a bit, and I don't want to spoil it, but there's basically 3 kind of ones where you swim a lot, and the third one, I believe it's the third one, I liked quite a bit. So yeah, overall, fantastic game. It's gonna be one of those games that we talk about for a long time.
Oh, no doubt.
Yeah, it definitely lives up to the Super Mario 3D game.
It definitely out-succeeded. It definitely over-exceeded the expectations after Super Mario 3D World. 3D World was a fantastic game, and all of a sudden you play Mario Odyssey. The feel of the game, the tone, the creative level designs, just the whole aspect where it feels like a fully explorable sort of game world through each kingdom. It's fantastic in terms of how it's presented and stuff. This outclasses even some of the best Mario games, in my opinion, in terms of creativity, in terms of level design, in terms of just replayability, I could just totally see myself just randomly going back months from now, having beaten the game, maybe having completed the game, going through and just play it again.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna go back to it. Want to get through the craziness of the other games coming out. Like I said, I got Wolfenstein 2 and Assassin's Creed Origins to play. I bought my sister a copy of Call of Duty World War II. I'm going to borrow that from her and play through the campaign. Star Wars Battlefront 2 comes out fairly soon, a couple weeks. So yeah, those are the games, the key games. But I think that's going to be a game I'm definitely for sure going to jump back into once the craziness is over. That's going to be like a good December game, I think. When kind of all the big games are gone and done with, all the games I want to play. So yeah, no, it's awesome. Yeah, fucking fantastic game. And I'm really sad it's like the main stuff is over. Like I don't like. There's definitely a lot more to do after the fact. But kind of bummed the main stuff is over. But yeah, no, it's great. I do like scanning all the amiibos and like unlocking like the Waluigi outfit. That was kind of cool.
Oh yeah.
So that was pretty cool. So if you have any like Mario centered characters, scan those amiibos in because you get some cool costumes out of it. Is there anything else you've been playing outside of Mario this week?
Well, you know what? I had been playing a little bit of Metroid Samus Returns, but
Oh, yeah.
I think I played like maybe a half an hour more of it. I gotta admit, though, the game does present some good power-ups. It does present like a very solid experience in terms of like successfully recreating like the Metroid feel in terms of just exploring things and then like just getting certain power weapons and stuff. At the same point, even though I'm 3 hours into the game and stuff, I feel like that I'm probably going to be done with it like relatively soon because I know for a fact these games tend to last maybe 3 to 8 hours because I go through them so quickly. So honestly, it's pretty darn good in my opinion. It's a good game, especially if you happen to know better to play on your 3DS. Definitely worth the pickup in my opinion. It keeps throwing in like new features that like use them, like say the spider ball and like well, I like the ice beam in general, but the whole like suit or something that you can use and stuff to protect you from excess damage and stuff from like poison gas and like, and then there's like little basic ones, say like the basic stuff, Metroid moves and stuff that would be from previous games, like the morph ball jump. It sounds stupid, but jumping while in the morph ball mode actually gets you access to specific types of areas, especially if they you come across vents that blow like wind and stuff like that, preventing you from like hooking in like a power bomb or something in order to explode like a destructible like area or a wall or whatever. But yeah, I feel like I'll be able to play more and talk about it more next week because it's still, even though I played like a little bit of it, I still don't have like too much new to say about it other than, hey, weapons are cool, gameplay's cool, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm glad you're still enjoying that one. Like I've talked before, I'm not a big Metroid guy, but sounds like it's a great one. But I have played, like I said, a little bit of Wolfenstein 2. I purposely avoided playing it. But the game's fucking hard, man. It's really hard.
It is.
I'm playing the default setting. There's 6 difficulty settings, but the 6th one you gotta unlock. You unlock after you beat the game, and that one's insane. You have to beat the game in one sitting without dying.
Oh my god!
There's no save points, nothing. So if you die, it's over. You gotta start all over again. It's like the campaign's like 15 hours long. So yeah, no, I'm not doing that. I'm playing on the 3rd of the 5 settings. It's the default, and I typically play on default settings for games, and I'm not very good at games. I don't know if people know that or not. But yeah, it's still incredibly fun. It's really good. I have laughed out loud, and I have been like jaw dropped, like oh my, holy shit moments, like crazy, like serious moments, and then like the way they just kind of bounce back and forth with some of the stuff is crazy to me. How serious they can be one moment and how funny they can be the next, and over the top. Like actually, it was kind of cool. Actually, I was talking about last week. I love like the universe they created in this game. obviously with the Nazis winning. But like reading some of the newspaper clippings and stuff like that, and listening to the dialogue, like I made it to like this New Orleans, and like you're listening to like a Nazi soldier talking to the KKK members, and it's an interesting listen. And then talk about stuff, and then like one of the newspaper clippings I found was a book review for a book that this guy wrote about if so basically what happened, how the Nazis won in this universe is that they dropped a nuclear bomb on New York City, and then America surrendered, and kind of what we did to Japan, but they did to us. And it was basically this book this guy wrote in this game is about the Allies stopped the bombing at the last moment, and if the Allies stopped the bombing and won the war, what would happen? And it was this book about how like the Allies like destroyed the world and like they ruined everything. It was kind of interesting, like to read that. I mean, just kind of it didn't really tell you too much, like about the. There's nothing really more about the book, but just reading the review and about the kind of the synopsis of the book. I thought it was just kind of interesting. I love reading that kind of like just that stuff in that game. That was the first thing I remember spending hours just reading some of the random shit I picked up throughout the game. And I love doing that again in this game. So yeah. There's definitely some like really fascinating stuff for a game that's so crazy over the top. There's some really a lot of really good, cool attention to detail kind of things, and just small little things that are, I think, to me personally, are awesome. So yeah, it's an incredibly fun game. Like I talked about a little bit last week, but it's like, man, I am dying constantly in this game. It's really hard. Like I've thought about a few times dropping the difficulty down. But I haven't quite got to that point yet, and like I don't think I'm too far. I think I'm maybe a third of the way through the game, and I'm dying all the time. So I can't imagine what that last chunk of the game is going to be like. But yeah, that's kind of what I've been playing. I don't think I played like another hour or so after last week. Definitely talk about more next week. But Gables, I think that might actually be a show for the week.
Yeah, I actually agree with you right there.
Yeah, it's getting a little late. We gotta get up here in a handful of hours to do our 24-hour stuff. So we gotta get to bed. So once again, if you guys want to tomorrow, if you're today, whenever it comes out, if you want to see our stream and you're listening to this like as it comes out, we'll be streaming all day Saturday and early into Sunday. I'll be on the twitch.tv/gingerboy507 and twitch.tv/drunknerdspodcast. Gables will be on twitch.tv/jackofhearts88. If you want to check out our Extra Life pages and you want to donate, we greatly would appreciate it. Extra-life.org. That's Gabe Bagno. I'm Tyler Courtney. Please donate to us. And if you don't want to donate or you can't donate or whatever, spread the word about it. People that want to do it, that might be interested in doing that thing, tell them about it. You guys can, game day is not just on November 4th. You can do game day anytime. People were doing it a few weeks ago. Some people do it at the end of the year. Some people do it earlier in the year. So you can do it anytime. Donation, you can donate anytime between up until the last day of the year. So December 31st is the last day to donate. So this is the big day is on November 4th, but you can do it anytime. So if you guys are interested in doing it, or somebody might be interested in doing it, tell them about it. It's a really cool thing we do. All the money goes to Children's Miracle Network hospitals. Help those sick kids. Get them better stuff. Get them better care. Get them some cool stuff while they're in there. They're in there for long hours. It sucks. It's miserable. Let's get them some cool shit. Get them some Switches in there. Get them some PS4s. Some fun stuff to do. Also, if you enjoyed the show, thank you guys for listening. We are other places to check us out at. On Facebook, we have a page and group. It is Drunk Nerds Podcast on there. Like and join us. Send us a message on there. We are more than happy to read them and reply back to you guys. Tell us what you think of the show. Things you just tell us you like us. I don't care. Send us a message. On Twitter, we are at Drunk Nerds Podcast. You can follow us on there. It's a good place to go when the show comes up. And send us a message on there as well. I'll read everything that we get sent. And then on YouTube, Drunk Nerds Podcast. Check us out on there. All the episodes go up on there. So if you're listening to us on YouTube, give us a subscribe. Hit the subscribe button and hit the like button. We'd really appreciate it. It's always great. Leave a comment. It's always great too. And all the streaming we're gonna do over the weekend will go up on there as well. So if you miss it, you want to check it out. We talk about some stuff, the cool stuff that happened. They'll go up on there. So you can check them out later on. And am I missing one? Oh, iTunes, the place you're probably listening to us at. Check us out on there if you are listening to somewhere else. It is obviously Drunk Dashers Podcast. Subscribe to us on there. Leave us a review, preferably 5 stars. Leave us a comment. Leave us a review, actually written review. I'll shout you out on the show if you do. If you do it in a weird country, that's not America, because anything that's not America is weird. Let me know. I'll find it and I'll look it up and I will shout you on the show. Once again, appreciate you guys listening to us this week. Gables, it's getting late. Let's go to fuck to bed.
Yep.
Let's play some games. Let's heal some kids.
Yeah.
Hashtag,
No shit, man.
hashtag for the kids. Love you guys. Good night.
Later.
Excuse me. You too many beers there. Anyways, we're on iTunes now, so go on there, check us out. And if you like us, leave us a review. And we'll even shout you out. And Jack will send you his credit card number.